In the quiet expanse of Uinta Mountains, a day meant for adventure turned into an enduring mystery. A mystery that would forever haunt the hearts of a family and the whispers of a community. This is the story of 12-year-old Garrett Bardsley, a bright and spirited Boy Scout whose disappearance on a camping trip remains unsolved, echoing through the canyons and forests where he once roamed. Garrett Bardsley, born on July 24, 1992, to devoted parents Heidi and Kevin, was the youngest of 4 children, known for his infectious laughter and relentless determination. He was a boy who cherished life and the great outdoors. A dedicated Boy Scout, Garrett embraced every challenge, from earning merit badges in wilderness survival to facing down a startled bear on one of his many camping adventures. Despite his struggles with reading, he never let anything dim the spark of his adventurous spirit. In late August 24, anticipation filled the air as Garrett joined his father, his 2 brothers, 18 fellow Boy Scouts, and 8 other fathers for a camping trip near Uinta Lake. The group had ventured into the rugged wilderness of the Uinta Mountains for an end-of-summer escapade, a final hurrah before the new school year began. The landscape was both beautiful and unforgiving, a maze of steep wooded slopes surrounding serene lakes, each unnamed and numbered, hidden away from prying eyes. On the morning of August 20th, a crisp dawn broke over the mountains, with the promise of a quiet day of fishing. Kevin, Garrett's father, roused his son from sleep. Together they set off with their fishing poles toward one of the lakes. The exact distance from the camp remains uncertain, though evidence later suggested they were more than 300 yards away, along the northern shore, in the basin-like setting of the lake, a mix of open water and dense woodland. The pair shared moments of simple joy, a father and son immersed in nature. But fate took an unexpected turn. While fishing, Garrett's day was abruptly interrupted when he fell into the water. Whether it happened in a boggy area beside the lake or a nearby stream remains unclear. But one thing was certain: his clothes were soaked, and a chill had set in. Recognizing the need for warmth and dry clothes, Kevin suggested that Garrett return to camp to change. Garrett, confident in his ability to navigate the familiar path, assured his father that he knew the way. Yet as he set off, something went terribly wrong. Kevin watched as his son veered off the expected route, and with a quick correction, he hoped to set things right. Instead, the morning air swallowed Garrett's small figure, and by 8 a.m., he had vanished without a trace. After waiting a mere 15 minutes, Kevin's worry transformed into dread. A frantic search ensued. Calls of Garrett's name echoed through the rugged terrain, and hopes rose with every rustle of leaves, but the young scout never answered. The community rallied with a desperate urgency. Over 1,000 volunteers, search and rescue teams, helicopters, and bloodhounds combed the treacherous landscape, scouring every inch of the basin, every hidden nook and cranny. Yet the only clue that emerged was a single sock, a remnant that, upon DNA testing, did not belong to Garrett. Time, relentless in its march, eventually forced the search to transition from rescue to recovery, as the chilling night air brought with it the grim reality that the boy might not have survived the elements. For his family, each moment without Garrett was a cruel reminder of a life abruptly halted. His sister Courtney recalled those 2 harrowing weeks as a blur, a haze of numb despair where hope was as elusive as the boy himself. His brother Cameron, with whom Garrett had shared a particularly close bond, carried the weight of loss most profoundly. In the midst of heartache and unanswered questions, the Bardsley family resolved to transform their tragedy into a beacon of hope. For others, the Garrett Bardsley Foundation was born from their grief, a mission dedicated not only to the search for missing persons, but also to building schools in impoverished regions, ensuring that Garrett's memory would light the way for countless others. Over time, Kevin Bardsley continued his relentless pursuit for answers, even joining the search for another missing Boy Scout, 11-year-old Brennan Hawkins, who was eventually found safe, yet the haunting mystery of Garrett's disappearance remained unsolved. The stark, silent beauty of the Uinta Mountains concealed secrets that no one could unravel. Some speculated that Garrett, lost in the labyrinth of steep slopes and narrow, poorly defined trails, might have inadvertently sought shelter in a hidden crevice of the wilderness. Others pondered whether a wild animal's attack or the merciless force of nature had claimed him. Law enforcement, while considering every possibility, ultimately ruled out foul play, though whispers of an unconfirmed interview with an inmate lingered in the background, a detail that never found its way into the public record. Even in later years, tantalizing hints of hope emerged. A tip received by the show America, Most Wanted in 2009, described a woman claiming to have seen Garrett with two unidentified men in a grocery store. A hunter, too, once discovered a shoe near Cuberant Lake that bore a resemblance to the one Garrett was known to wear. Yet each promising clue faded into uncertainty, and the mystery deepened. For those who remember him, Garrett's memory is inextricably linked to the land he loved. Wally Trotter, the Boy Scouts, trusted it. Scoutmaster aptly declared that the unnamed lake near where Garrett vanished would forever be known in their hearts as Garrett's Lake. Heidi Bardsley, Garrett's mother, held close the memory of his final heartfelt hug, a fleeting, poignant reminder of the love that endures. Beyond loss, the story of Garrett Bardsley remains a haunting enigma, a reminder of how quickly the promise of a joyful adventure can slip away into the unforgiving grasp of nature. It is a narrative of innocence lost, and a testament to a community soon yielding hope in the face of despair. As the years pass, the silence of the mountains holds its secrets tight, leaving behind only echoes of a young life that though once blazed with possibility, and the enduring legacy of a family who, even in their grief, sought to bring light to the darkness.